Here we are, we're just in a lay-by just outside Alnwick, and here's the machine, and you can see there's a couple of cameras set up. So I'll put a picture up because I've got a mic. Oh man, that's not going to work very well, is it? It's going to be minging every time. Anyway, we're going to turn them on, and this has got a mic that runs up under the seat, which sits up under here, and I'll put a picture up of what that mic is. And I've got I bought 3 dead cats. This one is the cheapy one, and the sound is awful, so that'll probably not be used sound wise, but it'll give us a view, and I can stick it there, or I can change it to here, because that wasn't too bad last time. The key thing is I need to try and sync the sound. So they're all turned on. I'm going to record, press record, and this one, I don't know what use that'll be, mind you, with that, and then press record on this one, which should get it going. And then this is what I've been told to do. You clap and the microphone should pick that up. This will pick it up, so I'll go, here we go, and I'll just try it one more time just in case, and we'll see what happens there. So that should allow me to sync them up, so I've been told. So we'll get on our way, and I'm just going to run these batteries until they die. Although I must admit, look at the crap on that, I don't know what use it will be. We'll see. And it's the first time trying it somewhere like that. So I mean, I've got co-pilot ones running again. We put a route in to go down to Alnwick, and a roundabout sort of way via Carter Bar, Northumbria, stuff like that. I'm just about a mile or so outside Alnwick just now. Excuse me. So we'll take a run and we'll see how it goes, and I'll stop other side of Carter Bar somewhere and check state of play on batteries and stuff like that, and we'll change things over and see how we do. Good to go. Let's see. Interesting to see how these dead cats work out. Dead cats all the way from Guangdong, China. So we'll see. It's an extremely windy day, and the forecast is just for blustery showers. So we'll see how we get on. Oh, sun visor then. So far, co-pilot has turned it on and went for the house to get fuel. There you go. And it's steered me okay so far. We shall see. We'll see how it goes. Taking the exit towards Alnwick. There we go. Jedburgh. Wow, I've never been to Jedburgh. So I've got the visor cracked open as I often do when I come into a lower speed limit, although it's still national here. And the dead cat's on, and I've got the dead cats on the mic underneath, A little bit of the elastic burst when I was putting it on, so in case it's micropored on, so we'll see how it goes. It's attached to the bottom of the seat. There's like a strap which you would normally put your, I think it's designed for your manual and your little toolkit and shit like that. But, we've got it attached to there, so it's got a little bit of give. It'll move about a little bit. We'll see. Because if the sound was decent there last time, except for that road noise, I'm kind of hoping that the dead cats will deal with the road noise. Don't know. Looks like I don't know if I can lean down and wipe that away sorted. I think I put a waypoint in Hoyt here that was on the Jedburgh Road junction, so it should pass me through there hopefully without incident. Seems to be working so far. I've done a big loop to get me all the way back home, so the instructions are valid so far. And I think the route is, oh god, I think it's 170 miles, I think it is. So I should be in and back in a tank, no problem. And I've got a run on Sunday, so Saturday I should say, which could be quite wet, so there might be cameras involved in that as well. Funeral tomorrow, Michael McHale. Must be a good age, Michael, mind you. Cancer, second time around. Oh, there you go. In 6 miles, turn right. Oh, this was the wee back road into Jedburgh, I think, wasn't it? Which I can't recall being along before, to be honest with you. We shall see. This road out of Alnwick always seems to take forever. It seems such a long stretch of 30 mile an hour. Visor up, I like to see clearly. Sun visor, that is. I do need to speak a little bit louder to be heard clearly. I think I do. A little bit louder than you think you should when you're just sitting talking to yourself. But we shall see. And I've got the visor cracked open a little bit, so I can compare that on the Galloway run without the dead cats in a similar sort of situation, see the difference. So here we go. Well, I'm not too close behind someday. The muck and spray on the camera down there shouldn't get excessive. That's the GoPro 3. I think that's set on 1080, 30 frames a second. It doesn't do 1080 60, so I don't really know if that's the best thing for it or not. We shall see. Might have to play about with that a little bit. And I could put them both on, I think that is 2.7K, which is more resolution again, but yeah, that's right. Compromise between the 4K, which makes big files, and probably burns up the battery a bit more, I would think. Tend to understand about these things too much, to be honest. I wish I did more. Oh, I'll get there, As long as I can get the sound sorted, I'll be a happy bunny. If I can get some clearer engine sounds, you can just get interspersed now and again with the drivel that I'm talking. That would be good fun. Do the excessive speed, taking wee tiny bursts. Well, I've got a fair rush of breeze over my face from events being open, so I'm kind of hoping that the dead cat thing is doing what it's supposed to do and maybe taking some of that wind away. I don't know where this turn is that it asks us to take, by the way, so we'll literally be trusting to Mr. Co-Pilot. We could go skipping by all day one at a time. Good. Denim, is it? Not sure. Two miles to the ton. Thought it was denim. Yeah. Maybe like a chicken for days. People's names, place names, part names. God heaven. Oh, seems a nice wee place. Yeah, I'd live here. It's got a pub. I'm not a great pub person, but just it would just be nice to be able to step out sometimes and get out of the house and go for a beer. Big pan. Still got there one day, that custody thing up there. See it on the GoPro. I don't know what it is. I need to find out on the map first. See. I think I go around castles. I find castles fascinating thing. A mile to the turn. excited. I wonder if that turns at the straight. There's a really sharp bend which can be deceptive, because as you approach it the road goes straight on. I wonder if I'm going to go straight on, which technically would be a right turn. Excitement unbounded, man. It's just over there. It's just, yeah, I think it is. The 6358. It is. I'm sure it is. There you go. So this is a new turn right here. We'll run that way, okay. This is a new road for me. This takes us to Jedburgh, but I think it brings us in over a hill and down into Jedburgh, rather than if I'd have went straight on there, it would have been along to the A68 and it would be a flat run into Jedburgh. Yes, here, right with the hill, getting some height here, right? Yeah. Looking good. And the route today takes us, actually it's the majority of it is on roads that I'm sure, well, some I've definitely been on before. That means nothing, I still won't remember them particularly well, but it goes down from Jedburgh, what's it nice? Jedburgh to, goes down to 68 over Carter Bar, through passport control into Englandshire, a wee border raid, and it would go down to Otterburn, an old stomping ground from many years ago. The army, yeah. And it then would take the road off towards, I think it goes off towards Rothbury and cuts cross country basically to Alnwick. And then it works its way from Alnwick back up to Coldstream. I can't remember what way it said it was going to go, whether there's like a B road, or it'll cut you over into the A697, I think it is. It brings you up through Wooler, and then from Coldstream, Kelso, back home basically. Let's say, I think the plan is to stop, like I say, for battery changes round about Otterburn, and maybe then again at Alnwick. We'll see how we go from there. The pilot seems to be behaving today. Oh, for daisies. Oh Christ, that would catch you, wouldn't it? It would. castle. Ah, that is the main road turns right, yeah. Down here. This will be it as it goes round to the right here. Let's the visor down now, but let's put it down because we're going to hit the sun any second. Does it turn right here? I think I was meant to turn right. It goes to the right down the bottom here anyway. Sure it does. Yeah, I'm a bit confused. All comes back out to the 68 anyway, see? Yeah. Oh, that must be the right bit, maybe. Well, it seems to have worked. Well, it's still talking to me anyway, co-pilot, so must have done something right. Nice place for a visit for the day. Abbey, castle, big the abbey there. The parking's either cheap or free, and there's plenty of it. And there's also a big woolen mill type of thing, shop, cafeteria thing, so we actually stuff it out quite a bit. So now, if I remember rightly, it's murder in the dark, in the sun you can't see. It's a fairly, this is like one of the main routes. You've got the A1, the A68 and the A7, the main routes down to Englandshire. I think this is the, barring the A1 course road, this is the main one down towards the north east of England. It takes you down to Corbridge, or you can peel off, they take you down to Newcastle Airport to Pontyland and eventually on into Newcastle. The A7, which we came up the other day on the way back from the Mull of Galloway Lighthouse run, was so it cuts right across basically from Carlisle all the way up to Edinburgh, right through the borders. But surprisingly, it's not classed as a trunk road. It's bizarre. They don't class it as a trunk road. They class another one as a trunk road. I'm not sure. Let's try and wipe this. Can I try and wipe this? We could try. Oh my god, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We'll see. That's if it worked right enough. Might have just made it worse. You know. Yeah, bizarrely, that's cuts right through the borders and stuff like that. It actually probably serves more communities than some of the roads, but it's not a trunk road, it's not a priority for keeping up in the winter, but the 68 is. That's a good wee road, the one on the right here off to Bonchester Bridge. Yeah. I deal with Land Rovers this, 30 mile an hour, things. Not old Land Rovers are not the swiftest of creatures, but change above, I don't think it's getting towed, is it? Nah, it's too far to be getting towed. Solid line, can't do anything. Notorious road for cameras as well, the 68 and the 697 actually. I could go here, could go here. We'll go up to Carter Bar and get, I don't know. Will I pause somewhat or will I just go? Everybody in the planet's seen Carter Bar. Lovely day, lovely day. What did I do today? I got a milestone reached. We have reached a milestone. Now, if people watching know the MCN 5,000 mile thing, what was it, challenge, or I don't know what it's called. MCN 5,000 is. What's I can use 5,000 where the idea is to get people riding more miles on their bikes and to try and achieve 5,000 miles a year, because apparently the average miles in the UK for a bike is 3,000 miles or less. Say 3,000 miles or less per year, and there's they want people to use their bikes more, which is fair enough, but also, and I quite believe this, they say the more miles you do, actually the safer it is, because you become more comfortable and familiar with the machine, the characteristics, you get more used to being on the road, more used to looking out for the dangers associated with being on a motorcycle, being a vulnerable road user as per the parlance in the highway code. So it makes you a better rider and ultimately makes it safer. So I signed up for that. I think when it first came out, I'd not long took out a subscription for the paper, and it came along at the beginning of the year, and I think I'd already done 400 miles by that point, and then I hit the black ice and my poor baby went bouncing down the road, a bit of damage, and so did I. Cracked a few ribs, I broke 2 fingers. And then I got my bike MOT'd, so what I did was I looked at the MOT, so I knew I'd done about 400 miles. Oh god, small. So I then took the 400 off the total that I'd had. That's sort of my starting mileage. I just thought I'd check today. To see how many I had actually done. And it would appear that at some point on my Galloway run, right at the tail end of it, I cracked the 5,000 mile mark. Oh, I've got like cramp in my throat, believe it or not. So I've achieved the MCN 5,000 mile challenge. I cracked it by about 30 miles, 5,030 or something like that, on the Galloway run, so we're in 5,000 plus now, which, oh, it's quite an achievement, I think. Considering that I can't get out every weekend, I'm on call,
This thing's planned. But in saying that, when I do go out, I tend to go out for long days if I can, long rides, so maybe that's what makes up for it, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I think they were teaching actually, to be honest. I don't know why they didn't wave. So I'm fairly chuffed. So I'm going to run it round my years, not the calendar year in some respects. I'm going to do it to the February, because I think that's when I did the 400 miles. I did a couple of runs and had before I hit the black ice. On the second run I hit the black ice. Second run of the year. So there you have it in some respects. This is boring the pants off for this. So we'll get a look here, see what's going on. Don't need to be going mega fast, you know, but you need to be shifting along. Let's cut the bar up ahead of us up here. Right, let's give that another wee right. We switchbacks and Carter Bar. Caught me out before. You might get a view, see there's a campers on the hill up there. I think I went into it too high a gear. Thankfully there's nothing coming in the way or something. Should I be in second? That's the thing, see? Stay out, stay out. No. You should. Oh, I don't know. Slightly safer in second than that one, maybe. Let's cut about this English border. Don't have my passport. We shall see. That road on the right just there, just here, takes you back to Alnwick, and that's a good wee road. Good wee road. I'll try and get a look back here and see the kind of view that we're talking about. Look at that. I'm not going to cut in. Just going to go straight on. Yeah, good stuff. There's a road off down there. The thing is, are they Northumbrian bikes or are they Scottish bikes? That's true. Northumbrian or Scottish. Now, where was my IM test? He was from Durham, wasn't he? Is that different? Because somebody told me that Northumbria had done away with their bikes. I can't see it personally, but it may be the case. It may well be the case. Good overtake, son, well done. Nope, don't want to hit that, no. Must keep an eye out for them behind me though. Because although I don't ride excessively fast, as I hope you see, I do not listen fast with the limit when it appears safe to do so. Lovely roads there, lovely roads, and all over to our right there, well, that was Kielder Forest. Which I suppose maybe for the GS boys and the likes might be nice. Maybe that's just me. To experience tarmac properly. Lovely. Lovely day. Windy. It's not too bad. I mean, hitting you eyes. You can feel it in the water. Bit choppy. Choppy. Go on and fifth. Lovely. Yeah, so if I won the MCN thing, I was fair chuffed for that. I didn't think I was anywhere near that, to be honest with you. Fair chuffed. I'll have to post on the site tonight to help communicate along. When I get back this afternoon, whatever. Why are they braking? Da-ba-da. See one coming now, we'll wait. Fast is getting a bit mucky. Good. Let's wipe this one as well. I'm busy wiping the one down there. This might be shit. tea. Why is he flashing then? Is he flashing to say hello? Or is he flashing to say, there's pillars? Divina. Let's be sensible for a bit. Because you could, look at this road, I mean you could absolutely spank it down here. Yeah. Spanking it, that's not what it's about, mate. No, not for me anyway. Not for me, for some, yes. Excuse me. How the batteries are doing. I've ordered one of these remotes for the GoPro, so rather than turn it on and off as I've been doing, you know, by grabbing here and stuff like that, and have a quick feel it's on, checking there all the time. I get it and put it on the thing somewhere and I can just see what the state of play is. Do it remote now, I know that might burn batteries up a little bit more having the wireless. I might be able to have a bit more in the way of clip control. I don't know, we'll see. Should make a difference, I would say. There you go, I was just saying hello. It's RT, I think it was. Lovely. I don't know if I missed the wind. Well, I'm going to get a bigger screen anyway, but I think just look at this. Lovely. Panorama of Northumbria. The Scottish interloper on a border raid. Lovely. Co-pilots remain suitably quiet, which it should. Its next waypoint is south of Otterburn, and as we turn off towards, I'm sure it's Northumbria, so it should remain silent until it's still there. I can get a wee look at it until we're about either in or just past Otterburn, which actually isn't that far. The military bases and camps are all over to the left here. A lot of ranges and stuff like that. I want to think it's actually probably used more now than it was when I was in. Because just swing away here. Because I think when I was in, we still had, well, I don't know now, it's a long time ago, we still had your own regimental depots and stuff like that, like at the guards depot. So I think everybody gets trained at Captrick now, I don't know. I don't even know if they still have a guards depot. Have a light division depot? Pay attention, see. So I made it or thereabouts. Yeah, lovely. I think coming the other way, last cafe in England, I think it says something like that. It's, yes, mucky visor. Mucky visor. going to stop in and around Otterburn for cameras. Yeah. Excuse me, sorry about that. Oh, but look at this. No. Stunning, stunning. God awful place in the winter. Jeez. Been here in the winter. Oh, not good. It's the wind, there's no escape, there's nothing, nowhere to hide. Trying to find little dips in the ground just to get any break from the wind. It rips the heat out of you. Otterburn camp. I'll have to go up to these places just for a look, see how they've changed. I'm trying to... That's the 68 over there. And it turns off here. And that's a cracking bit of road, that, because there's no cameras on it as well. You can absolutely spank it if you want to. Used to use it for driving courses quite a bit. Get ourselves into Otterburn and we'll... Yeah, see? No point in overtaking them. Otterburn's just in the road. I intend to pull in, check the state of play. What's this here? Come on in. Come on, son. If it went when I first flashed, it would have been safe. More than safe, yes. I've never been up to there either, although I have played the game. There was roadworks here before. So, we're just gonna find somewhere here. there, no.